Data Analytics, Power BI, Visualization Options. Creating simple visualizations. Visualizations are used to effectively present your data and are the basic building blocks of any business intelligence tool. Power BI contains various default data visualization components that include simple bar charts to pie charts to maps and also complex models such as waterfalls, funnels, gauges, and many other components. Creating simple visualizations. In Power BI, you can create visualization in two ways. First is by adding from the right side panel to report canvas. By default, it is the table type visualization, which is selected in Power BI. Another way is to drag the fields from the right sidebar to the axis and value axis under visualization. You can add multiple fields to each axis as per the requirement. In Power BI, it is also possible to move your visualization on the reporting canvas by clicking and then dragging it. You can also switch between different types of charts and visualizations from the visualization pane. Power BI attempts to convert your selected fields to the new visual type as closely as possible. Creating map visualizations. In Power BI, we have two types of map visualizations, bubble maps and shape maps. If you want to create a bubble map, select the map option from the visualization pane, or this one. So these are the two maps. To use a bubble map, drag the map from visualization to the report canvas. To display values, you have to add any location object to the axis. In the value fields, you can see that it accepts values axes such as city and state, and you can also add longitude or latitude values. To change the bubble size, you need to add a field to the value axis. These are the bubble sizes. You can also use a field map in data visualization just by dragging the field map to the report canvas. So, field map. If you see a warning symbol on top of your map visualization, it means that you need to add more locations to your map chart. Using combination charts. In data visualization, it is also required to plot multiple measures in a single chart. Power BI supports various combination chart type to plot measure values. Let us say you want to plot revenue and units sold in one chart. Combination charts are the most suitable option for this kind of requirement. One of the most common combination chart is Power BI, is line and stack column charts. Let us say we have a revenue field and we have added a new data source that contains customer-wise unit quantity, and we want to plot this in our visualization. So once you add a data source, it will be added to the list of fields on the right side. You can add units to the column axis as shown in the screenshot. So we have three column values, revenue, and units. I can't read the others. You have other type of combined chart that you can use in Power BI, the line and clustered column. So this one. Using tables. In Power BI, you can add a data set to your visualization. It adds a table chart to the report canvas. You can drag the fields that you want to add to the report. You can also select the checkbox in front of each field to add those to the report area. With the numerical value in a table, you can see a sum of values at the bottom. So these are the sum of values. You can also perform a sort in a table using an arrow key at the top of the column. To perform ascending descending sort, just click the arrow mark, and the values in the column will be sorted. The order of the columns in a table is determined by the order in the value bucket on the right side. If you want to change the order, you can delete any column and add the other one. So you can use this one to delete and others. You can also undo, summarize, or apply different aggregate functions on numerical values in the table. To change the aggregation type, click the arrow in the value bucket in front of the measure and you will see a list of formulas that can be used. Another table type in Power BI is the matrix table that provides a lot of features such as auto-sizing, column tables, and setting colors, etc. Modify colors in charts. In Power BI, you can also modify the colors in the chart. When you select any visualization, it has an option to change the color. Following options are available under the Format tab. So legend, data colors, detail, title, background, lock, aspect, border, general. To open these options, go to the Format tab as shown in the following screenshot. Once you click, you can see all the options available. When you expand the legend field, for example, you have an option where you want to display the legend. You can select the position, the title, the legend name, the color, text size, and font family. Similarly, you have data colors in case you want to change the color of any data field. You can use this option. It shows all the objects and their corresponding colors in the chart. You also have analytics feature in the tool where you can draw lines as per requirement in data visualization. You have the following line types in data visualization: constant line, minimum line, max line, average line, median line, and percentile line. So just like this one. So you can opt for a dashed, dotted, or a solid line. You can select transparency level, color, and position of the line. You can also switch on and off data label for this line. Adding shapes, images, and text box. Sometimes it is required that you need to add static text, images, or shapes to your visualization. In case you want to add header, footer, or any static signatures, messages to data visualization, this option can be used. You can also add URLs in the text box, and Power BI uses those links to make it live. To add shapes, images, and text box, navigate to the Home tab. At the top, you will find an option to add images. You can insert different shapes in data visualization. To see the available shapes, click the arrow next to the Shapes button. So these are the shapes. When you click on the text box, it adds a text box in your report canvas. You can enter any text in the text box and use the Rich Text Editor to make formatting changes. So this is the Rich Text Editor. Similarly, images can be added to data visualization and to add logos or other images to data visualization. When you click the image option, it asks for a path to pass the image file. So just like in this case, you can add, this is our shapes rather. You can add shapes by selecting any shape from the drop-down list. You can also resize it by using different options. Styling reports. In Power BI, you can have flexible options to adjust the page layout and formatting such as orientation and page size of your report. Navigate to Page View menu from the Home tab, and the following options are provided: fit to page, fit to width, actual size. By default, the page size in a report is 16 by 9. However, it is also possible to change the page size to the report. To change the page size, navigate to the visualization pane and select Paint Brush. Note, to change the page size, no visualization should be added to the report canvas. You have the following options available under Page Layout: Page Information, Page Size, and Page Background. Under Page Information, you have Name and Q&A. Under Page Size, you can select from the following options: Type, Width, so type, these are the types, example of types, width and height. Under the page background, you can select the following options: color, so the color of the background, transparency, and you can also add image to the background. Duplicating reports. In some scenarios, you may want to use the same layout and visuals for different pages. Power BI provides an option to create a copy of the page. When you use Duplicate Page option, a new page is added with similar layout and visuals. To duplicate a page, right-click the page and select Duplicate Page option. This will create a copy of the same page with the name Duplicate of Page 1. Now, if you want to rename the existing page or delete the page, you can use other options as shown in the above screenshot. So we can duplicate, rename, or delete the page. And that ends this lecture. So thank you very much for viewing.